Prime Minister Peter O'Neill is supporting discussions to expand the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, or APEC membership, to include sub-regional groups, including Pacific Island countries. Mr. O'Neill highlighted the importance of including these groups to the APEC process at the APEC Leaders Meet held in Philippines this week. His comments follow the first meeting of APEC leaders with the Pacific Alliance, a grouping of 4 Latin American countries that is working towards greater economic integration and development. Gabriel Bago reports.
While discussing with leaders of the 21 APEC economies, Prime Minister Peter O'Neill said the APEC membership should be expanded, and with this he wanted Pacific Islands Forum nations to be considered. Currently, Papua New Guinea is the only member of APEC in the Pacific region. Mr. O'Neill said the views of the Pacific Islands Forum nations need to be considered by the broader APEC community, and he believes this feedback was well received. He said issues such as access to global value and supply chains, non-tariff barriers to trade and connectivity are important to Pacific Island states. And the APEC leaders' dialogue with the Pacific Alliance gave a good insight into the issues and challenges affecting our counterparts in Latin America. PNG would be hosting the APEC Leaders Summit in 2018, and Mr. O'Neill said during this meet it is important for another meeting of APEC leaders with Pacific Islands Forum leaders to discuss significant regional issues. The Prime Minister said the time appears to be right for a renewed discussion on the expansion of APEC membership because there has been no expansion of APEC membership since 1998, and this has been effective for consolidating the APEC policy agenda. He said the APEC agenda has progressed to a position where they can have a discussion on inviting new members into APEC. Gabriel Bego, NBC National News, Port Moresby.